So is this all just my way of rebelling against AI? Maybe. A human adventure. Yeah. I wanted to make something like this for a long time and I never did it. Partially because I was too lazy and too bad at time management and following through with things. And then partially because I was just too scared to put myself out there enough to do something like this. But I think now the circumstances are a little bit different and I feel like I'm as ready as I'm ever gonna be to do something like this. So I might as well just go ahead and give it a shot. But I also think that it's a good time to make something like this because I think the world is in as good of a spot as it's ever going to be, or at least as it's ever been, to consume something like this. So, my name is Jackson. I'm an elementary school teacher by profession. By hobby, I'm a musician, I'm a goofball, and an adventurer. There's a lot of reasons why I'm making this channel, but all of the reasons all boil down to trying to answer the question that this video is titled after. What does it really mean to be human? I'm just one of many people out there that has fallen victim in their life to the rapidly changing and fickle world of endless entertainment that's available to us at the touch of a screen. But the older that I've gotten, the more I've found myself regretting all of the time I've wasted in my life by watching TV, playing video games, and by far worst of all, scrolling on the social medias. And I think, especially with things like AI on the rise and just everything, more and more people are experiencing or are going to experience that same regret that I feel about wasting so much of my life on things that didn't really matter. And I think that the more that social media grows and the more that people consume, we stray further and further away from truly experiencing life lived at its best and to its highest potential. So this channel is a hope to combat that. My goal for this channel is to document my attempt to rediscover what it truly means to be human. That means being my authentic self, experiencing the highs and the lows and the positive and the negative emotions and feelings, because I think that truly feeling is part of what it truly means to be a human. I remember growing up, we used to watch a lot of home videos of ourselves just living life. And if nothing else, I want to document my life with the hope that I will have a future family one day and I can just document myself living. So if nothing else, that's what this is all going to be for. But if other people are seeking to find their own answer to this proposed question and they want to join me on my journey, then that's great. Because I think especially with as fast as things like AI is developing, we live in a world now where it's easier than ever to not have to think for ourselves, to not have to feel for ourselves, and not have to experience life for ourselves. I got fooled when I was a kid with the social media thing taking off. I don't want to get fooled again with the AI thing. I want to live for myself. I don't want an AI to live for me. So is this all just my way of rebelling against AI? Maybe. But I think my whole goal with this is to propose that maybe life is lived most abundantly and most joyfully when we really live it for ourselves. I thought about what I wanted to call this, and I decided on a human adventure because I don't feel like my life is anything too out of the ordinary. Like I said, I'm an elementary school teacher. I am 24 years old. I rent an apartment, and I have some hobbies that I do in my free time. But I still think that just being human and actually really living life is, or at least can be, an adventure. And so that's what I want this to be, is to show that an ordinary life and the experience of being human is an adventure. So this platform, which I'm planning to have on all different kinds of social medias, is going to cover a variety of topics like vlogs, fun adventures that I do, life advice that I've picked up, ultimately all of that culminating in just vulnerable and authentic documentation of all kinds of different aspects of my life. So I'm inviting you to follow along with the hope that maybe the more you consume my content, the more you're encouraged to just stop consuming content, period, so that you can discover for yourself what it really means to live and what it really means to be human. So if you want to follow along with me on this, make sure you subscribe to this and follow my other social medias too. And hopefully if you follow me, I'll follow through with actually keeping up with this and doing this. But that's the end of my story. I'm gonna say it all one more time just for fun. No, I'm not. That's good enough. So welcome to the human adventure. Yeah. That's good. A human adventure. No, that's trash.